Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kat. I am the Nurse Flipper, and today I am going to show you over 40 items that sold for over $50. More than $3,000 in sales off of my own eBay store. They sold in about the last month or so. I'm going to show you these so you can increase your knowledge and increase your income on reselling platforms like eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, and Facebook Marketplace. So let's get started. Alright, so first off, I want to tell you guys a few things. One is the shipping that you are seeing on the screen is not necessarily the shipping that the buyer paid, because when I do screenshots, eBay shows what shipping would be if I shipped to myself. So a lot of times if the buyer's on the West Coast or if they're international, shipping could be double, sometimes more. And all of these items are my own out of my eBay store that have sold in the last month. You are welcome to click my eBay link below, and my store is not private. You can click on completed and sold and find these comps there for yourself. First up, this is an item that I picked up when I was up in Cincinnati at the reseller rally. It is a Buc-ee's plush golf head cover. Do not pass up on golf head covers. This one sold for $44.99 plus shipping, and I only paid $1 for this. So you can find golf head clubbers. You can find golf head club covers quite frequently. Now that I know to look out for them, I come across them quite often, and most times they are only $1. So keep your eye out. Plush, guys. Plush. This is a giant giraffe. This giraffe sold for $34.99 plus shipping. The buyer is over $50 all in on this, and it took about 3 to 4 months to sell. I got it for 99 cents at my local thrift store, and this is over a $30 profit. Next, and I tell you guys all the time, keep an eye out for those cobalt blue containers. Keep an eye out for cobalt blue gas, period. It sells very well. This is a Milano Farm 9-inch, and this one sold in less than 2 weeks from being listed. I only paid $1 for it in a garage sale buyout. The buyer paid $34.29 plus shipping, making this about a $30 profit. And then you have to keep your eye out for shoes. So I didn't know this brand, and it was new with tags at the thrift store. I always look up new with tag stuff if I don't know it. So these are called Ferris Shoe Sport. They were a 6, which kind of went against me, so it did take about 4 months for them to sell, but they sold for $34.29 plus shipping. I paid about $3 at the thrift store, so that makes this about a $28 profit. Next is going to be a Salmon Falls Pottery pitcher with cobalt blue. So pottery is one of my favorite things to pick up. It's one of my favorite things to find and sell, and this one sold for $35 plus shipping. I got this at my little local flea market for $5, and it sold in probably about 3 months, so a little bit longer, but it was about a $25 profit. Next are some Pyrex. So these two I actually picked up in an auction lot, which is one of my favorite ways to source. If you have not watched, I do have some instructional videos on how to pick items up from auctions yourself and buy them in lots, which is the easiest way in my mind to get a lot of inventory and make more profit. These two sold for $36 plus shipping. I am only a few dollars into them via the lot, so this is a $30 profit. And then a Barbie. A lot of Barbie dolls are not worth picking up, so I did actually scan and check this. I picked this up at a garage sale for about $5, and it sold international. It sold for $32 plus shipping. So with international shipping, it cost them $21. They were a little over $50 all in, and I made about a $25 profit. There's some Barbies out there that sell for hundreds of dollars, and then there are some that don't sell at all. So with Barbie dolls, unless you actually know the specific one, I recommend looking them up, comping them. I recommend that with all of this stuff because the market changes pretty frequently, and you want to make sure that the value that's in your head is the value the item still sells for. So as I'm saying that, I'm going to show you guys this. I just got an offer there. If you see, best offer of $30 for another Barbie doll. That is a Puerto Rican one I got at that same sale. So kind of funny as we're doing this video to get that sale. And I will accept that because I only paid $5 for the Barbie. It's going to be a vintage Japanese silk embroidered. This is like crewel. And it was embroidered on silk with silk thread, which is pretty cool. I picked 2 of these up. I only paid a few dollars a piece, and this one sold for $35 plus shipping. Again, just over a $50 sale, and I made over a $30 profit. What did you say?
Fish hungry.
The fish is hungry?
Yeah.
Do you want to say hi to the people?
Yeah.
No, you're on it. Say hi right now. They can see you. Say hello. Dalton is out here with me in the shed helping. So a vintage embroidery and cross stitch crewel, this stuff will sell. The big thing is keywords. So make sure while you guys are watching this video that you're looking at my titles, you're looking at keywords that I use to kind of pull those buyers in and sell those items. Please sit down. Dalton? No. Wait for mommy. He's trying to feed the fish, but he doesn't know moderation. Up next, this is a really, really cool Mayan Aztec gravel art. And I couldn't even see on the auction what it really was. And it's all of these tiny little pebbles that are put together to make this face. So I did have one that sold faster than this one that was in a frame and already kind of made for the wall. But this one must have fell off the frame because when I got the lot, they only, it was just the face. And I paid less than $3. This one sold for $44.99 plus shipping, making this about a $38 profit. So your collectibles, if it catches your eye, try and find it. I actually was able to find this via Google Lens, just looking it up, and able to find comps on it. Not all done yet.
Yet?
Not yet. All right. So next is actually a blanket. This blanket had a big barn with a flag painted on the side of it. So I put barn, USA American flag, soft throw blanket. I was less than $1 into this. I love buying blanket and linen lots. And this one sold for $39.19 plus shipping, making it over a $35 profit. Next up is some Elemis. This is a QVC or HSN brand. This is an herbal bath. I actually got it at the thrift store for $2 or $3 and it sold in less than a month. And it sold for $42 plus shipping. Elemis is a good brand to keep an eye out for because a lot of it is discontinued and you can make a really good profit on it. So this one we made about a $38 profit as well. Next is this awesome Royal Dalton Lambeth creamer. So I picked this up at the flea market for $1, guys. If you see something that looks different, this one had the crown on the bottom, and I actually have another piece, a tobacco jar that I have listed for hire right now. This one sold for $45.49 plus shipping, making it over a $40 profit for us. Sold in about 3 months. And this, just remember this look. And right now is a great time to remind you guys, if you're almost out of bubble wrap, check out my link below to American Bubble Boy. They get you your bubble wrap really fast. It comes in 2 days. It is the cheapest that I have found. And my favorite thing about it is it tears really easy. Bubble wrap drives me crazy if it doesn't tear easy because I do not like fighting with bubble wrap when I have a lot of breakables to pack, such as what you just. Next, this is a over and back bowl. This is 10.5 inches. This was from a buyout as well. I only paid $1 for it. Sold for $40 plus shipping. The buyer was around $55 and this is a $35 profit for us. This one was marked on the bottom. So if you look, like I have my Pyrex bowl here that just sold, you can see these bowls are marked. See the Pyrex? So this one said over and back. So if you were to find that bowl at a garage sale or thrift store, you would easily be able to look up comps and know what it is worth. Up next is a little girl's dress. And this is something I'm showing you guys. It's a $30 sale, but it went international. So it was over $50 total. And if you see this picture and you see like the full spread of the dress, these 360-degree spread little girls dresses sell very, very well. You can see I put full circle in my title. If you find dresses like this or pageant dresses while you're at a garage sale, they sell, and they can sell upwards of $100, $200. So make sure you keep an eye out while you are out, and this is something that's nice and not breakable. Up next is a piece I picked up while I was out at an antique mall. I love the look of confetti glass. I love all of the colors, and the ruffle edge on the top of the vase was just beautiful. I believe I paid $12 for this vase. It sold for $44.62 plus shipping, and we will still make close to a $20 profit, and it sold in under 2 weeks. Next was a questionable buy of mine, guys. This is a Nintendo GameCube. If you know me and watch my channel, you know I don't do very many games or game systems. I don't come across them often is one reason. Another reason is I don't really know very much about them. I saw this in an online auction where I was already buying other stuff, so I figured why not. I paid $12 for it, but it had no cords, it had no controllers. I really didn't have any way to test it, and I didn't want to test it. So what I did is I put it up on auction. Game systems are pretty popular, and I feel like they are a good choice to put for auction. And I put this up on a 7-day auction. Just a little note, if you do auctions, I do recommend them ending like Friday, Saturday, Sunday night on the weekend when people typically are not at work. This one sold for $38, making it about a $20 profit, which with having to not test and not clean it is okay. And then we have some Disney plush. This plush I actually picked up over 100 at a thrift store. I asked them if I could buy them all and make them a deal, and I paid about $1.30 per piece once I figured out how many pieces. These sold for $48.99 plus international shipping. So the buyer was actually close to $70 in, and this was over a $40 profit. So again, plush items. These were Disney bean bags. They're very, very easy to look up on eBay and see how much they're selling for. These were Simba's Pride. So these were a little more valuable than some of the other Lion King plush that I had. And this was a great sale that happened in under a month. And then do not pass up on Tervis Tumblers. So I actually just sold another Tervis Tumbler for $15 a couple days ago. That was a Tennessee just plain Tervis tumbler. These Tervis tumblers are big bolo. These have the fly fishing lures in them. They're called fly tie. I got these in an auction and I comped them out. So I know some Tervis tumblers are highly collectible. These are one of those. So this is 4 16-ounce glasses with the fly tie. They are used, they are not new, and they sold in under a week for $50 plus shipping. I got a total of, I believe, 16 Tervis tumblers for $20. So I'm about $5 in, and this is over a $40 profit. Next, and I have sold quite a few USPS mail memorabilia stuff here recently, and this is a big mailroom bag, and it sold for $44.99. I'm only a couple of dollars in, so this is actually a $40 profit, and it only took about a month and a half to sell. This I don't even know what it is. But that is the beauty of eBay. You don't have to know what it is. You just have to be able to look up the numbers on something that you find, and you can find comps and know what it sells for. So this was in an auction lot that I won. I did pay up. I paid about $20 for this, but it sold in under a week for $60 plus shipping, making it about a $38 profit. And I am estimating my profits on this stuff, guys, because I honestly don't have the time to sit down, pull out the fees, see if it sold promoted. And my buyers are paying shipping, so I don't really have to calculate that in. If anything, we might make $1 or $2 to pay for our shipping supplies on the Next is this new Jam's World dress. It actually sold for $62. I got this in an online auction lot for $8, and I picked it up because I know Jam's World Hawaiian shirts sell very well. I looked these up, and I also saw on the tag that it was originally $149. So I was pretty comfortable paying $8 that I would be able to get my money back. It did take about 7 months to sell, but it is over a $50 profit. So again, your clothes that are new with tags, even if you're not really into clothes are not my favorite thing to do, but if they're new with tags or vintage, I will definitely look them up if they catch my eye. This little pitcher, creamer, whatever it is, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's cute. And I got it for just a few dollars at a thrift store. Sold for $30 plus international shipping. It was a little over a $50 sale, and I made about a $25 profit on this. So again, your pottery items, and this one was marked. It was marked Seminario. You can look up these names that are stamped on the bottom of these pottery items and easily find out if these items are worth money or not. Another auction item, guys. There are not very many instances when I'm going to put stuff up on auction. So if I don't tell you it's an auction in this video, it is not. It was buy it now. This one was an auction, and I paid $25 for this decoy. Again, some of these decoys are worth hundreds of dollars. I don't have that knowledge, so if I get something like this, I kind of look at it as I'm going to let the market tell me what the value is. So I started this auction at $49.99 because I at least wanted to double my money, and it went to $61 plus shipping. The buyer's about $70 in, and I made about a $25 profit. But the thing is, that could have been a $200 duck. I don't know, but I wanted to give it a chance on auction to possibly sell. This is something you might come across at like garage sales, estate sales. It's actually a like desktop memory card. This I did not pick up at a sale. I actually am just breaking even on this, but I wanted to show you guys because this is something that was laying around our house that we had bought for our computer, but we never put it in. So keep an eye out in your own house. If you have some electronics or computer items that you'd never use, look them up. They might be worth something. This one sold for $70 plus shipping. We are breaking even, but we have our money. Another auction. There are quite a few auctions in this video, which is not typical of my business model. However, this was a Microsoft Xbox 360 Halo Special Edition. If it had been working, it would have been worth over $200, but it was not. So I plugged it in, turned it on. The red power light was flashing. I looked it up, and apparently that's called like the Ring of Death. And there is some fix to it, but I have no interest in attempting to fix this thing. So I put it up on auction. I put it at 99 cents. It wasn't working. I had already spent my money. I believe I spent $28 on this. It ended up selling for $61 plus shipping. So I actually made about a $30 profit, even though the system was not working. Plain yellow bowl, guys. Plain yellow bowl. But the big thing with this one that you need to be aware of and know and look out for when you're out, in case you see a plain mixing bowl like this, it had a H with a circle. Pretty simple, but that is an early marking for Hall Pottery. This bowl sold in less than 6 hours for $68 plus shipping. I am only $1 into this bowl, so this is over a $60 profit in less than 6 hours. So your old pottery items, don't pass them up. Bowls are not super difficult to ship. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, I'm not gonna lie, but it's a $60 profit. So why would you pass up a $60 profit? This is the other Mayan Aztec gravel art. This is the one in the frame. So this one sold for about $20 more than the other one. It sold for $69.99. Same buy cost as the one you saw earlier, which was $3. And this is over a $60 profit, and it sold in under a month. Here is the other duck. So the duck that you just saw a couple of minutes ago was from an auction lot. This is another one that I won on auction, and I put it on auction because I didn't know the true value of it. But this one on auction went for $85.99, making this almost a $58 profit. Keep an eye out for these duck decoys, because some of them are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So if you can find them cheap, do the research later, or be like me, be brave, throw it up on an auction and let the market decide. But if your cost isn't much, you're okay to do that, and you might find one that's worth a lot of money. Next, these are some of my favorite things to find, to buy, to resell. I got this guy off of Shop Goodwill. I did pay up for him. I paid almost $50, but he sold in under 2 months for $96.50 plus shipping. This is a Navajo Kachina doll, and you're gonna see one here in a little bit that sold for quite a bit more that I bought with him off of Shop Goodwill. And this one was signed V. Lee, and he was just really cool. He was a rainbow, and even though I paid $50, this is over a $40 profit. I do pick up items that I like, that I think are cool, to put on my display shelf behind me, because I know it will eventually sell. I know I will make a profit. Even though I paid more for it, I get to look at it. It gets to be cool on my shelf until it sells. Next, if you are not aware, these are all over the place, and they are major bolos. This is a vintage ceramic Christmas tree. The white and the green both sell. Sometimes the green sells for more. And this one I paid only $14. It sold for $90.99 plus shipping in under 12 hours. And this is over a $65 profit. I still have another one left that I bought with it that's actually bigger, that is listed at about $130. This is a really, really cool Chinese, it's rose quartz and jade, and I got, I think, 4 or 5 trees from this online auction. This one only took about a month and a half to sell. It sold for $100 plus shipping. I did pay up for this one a little bit. I paid $26. The others I all got pretty cheap, but that's still over a $65 profit on this, and it sold fast. The buyer left positive feedback. They were super happy with it, and I actually just found another one of these in my little town, which is extremely rural, guys. I am out in the middle of nowhere in Florida, if you do not know, and I found one of these at a garage sale for $10 last weekend, so I'm gonna get that one up later today. This one, I will tell you guys, took a little longer to sell. So just be prepared if you do find one of these. If it's cheap, you might be holding on to it for a little while. This is a Jacqueline power juicer. If I had priced it a little lower, it probably would have moved faster, but I held out on my price. I only paid $10 for this at a garage sale, and it sold for $73.49, making it over a $60 profit.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a video. Here is my other Kachina doll, guys. This one went out this week. Again, I paid that $50, but this one sold for $131 plus shipping, making it over a $70 profit. I personally am not scared to pay up if I know I will make profit on things. Guys, I love buying stuff cheap, and you know $1 is my favorite buy price, but sometimes to get these higher dollar sales, you do have to spend a little more money. You can feel comfortable though if you're researching and seeing that the items are selling regularly for higher money, that your investment is going to be repaid, and repaid pretty fast. I only paid $11 for this. $11, guys. Sold in less than 2 months for $293.99 plus shipping. This is where American Bubble Boy and their bubble wrap is my best friend. Again, the link is down in the description. I probably used the whole bubble roll packing this picture up. But that's okay because this was over a $250 profit. So this wasn't even a known artist, guys. I am trying to learn a little more about art. And what I'm learning is your most important thing, at least that I see, is keywording it right. So this I have Valencian Matador Bullfighter, mid-century modern, and it was big. I didn't pay attention to the dimensions of this thing when I was bidding on it on auction, which is my bad. But I'm glad that I got it because it sold in under 2 months for $293, making me over a $250 profit on an unnamed artist. So it was an oil painting. The frame was just amazing, and I feel like you can get art pretty cheap. You do need space to store it, of course, so if you're in a small area, I wouldn't recommend picking up a ton of art because I got lucky with this selling so fast, but it could have took it like a year to sell. So watch out though, if it's something really cool that you think you could keyword good and have people find if they're collecting or doing a certain theme or decor, I would next. And this is actually sitting over there, if you see. Over there. This is a vintage antique steamer trunk. So I paid $50 for this. I had it listed at $300. Somebody sent me an offer yesterday of $200, and it was lower than I wanted to accept. However, my sales were horrible yesterday. We've only got a few going out today, so I accepted because I wanted that $200 sale. I only paid $50, so this is still a $125 profit. I did have one big box that actually almost covered it, and then I just laid another cardboard box over the top. It's a vintage steamer trunk, really tough, not gonna break very easy, and it is going via FedEx, and it is costing $67 to ship. My calculated shipping on it charged the buyer $142, so that will leave us room for like the boxes and the time to be paid for our time that I spent packing that last. And this was in the back of the shed back there, and it actually was just delivered yesterday, and the buyer is thrilled with it. This is a vintage wicker desk, not branded. This is not an Ethan Allen piece of furniture, and it sold in about 2.5–3 months for $293, full asking price. Buyer didn't even send an offer, and the crazy thing to me is the buyer didn't even ask how much shipping was. So she put a comment on it when she paid for it, which was immediately after she bought it, saying, I can't drive, I need to have this shipped to me. And I'm thinking, okay, she's, you know, maybe somewhere close to me in Florida. I look, she's in Ohio. So I did go on to uship.com. I got a estimate, which for me the estimates have been very, very close to what I have paid. I've been able to book all of my furniture shipments for exactly what the uship estimate says or less. I typically, because uship charges you a $25 fee for using their service, so if I told her $300, I would put my offer in at $250, leaving room for that fee. So I told her $300, and I actually listed it for $250 for the delivery. It was picked up by a delivery company in less than 12 hours as far as accepting the estimate, and then it did take them about a week to get here and pick it up. They picked it up for me on Tuesday night, and it was delivered to my customer yesterday, which was Thursday. So in 2 days, pretty cool, pretty fast service. And uship's really easy. Like, they come in, they lift it, they blanket wrap it, they pick it up, you do nothing. So you might have to move it into wherever you're selling it from, but after that you don't have to touch it again. So I would not be scared of furniture. Wicker is a very, very popular right now, so definitely keep your eye out for wicker furniture pieces while you're outsourcing, even smaller ones that you might be able to box up, because it is very popular right now. So I am going to end this now. Again, my eBay store is down in the description, my Instagram as well as my email. So if you have any questions or need any help, definitely let me know. Our monthly members only live will be on Monday. I will be doing store reviews for the members. So if you're not yet a member, definitely hit the join button below and you can check out the different benefits that come with the different levels. And I will see you guys on the next one. Dalton, can you say bye to the people? You're showing them a butterfly. Say bye-bye. Give them a blow kiss. Bye, people.